They've been asking me to do a dancing video. I don't know for what, but I aim to please. Come on, hey, y'all, come on. Get up. Get your dancing shoes on, y'all. Come on. Oh! Get it. No fear. Keeping those vibrations. Hi, baby. Hey. Hi. Get it. Oh! Oh! Come on, y'all. This is my channel. I have people telling me, go sit down, old lady. Baby. I ain't sitting down. I'm just beginning to live. Hey! Ow! Let me turn this off. Hold on, y'all. Let me bring it on around over here. How y'all doing? How you guys doing? It ain't nobody in here. I guess I've been dancing by myself. Oh, it said, when I said that, it said 1, 1, 1. Oh, let me turn this thing off. Maybe, hold on a second. I'm going to turn this hotspot off. Yeah, I go again, y'all. Hold on. I think it's going to make the, does that help? It says I'm live. Let's see if it works. And I know I said I was going to sort of disappear for a couple of days. I don't think I made it quite that far, but man, information is coming and coming and coming and coming to me. Just weird stuff that I thought like years ago. Say, for instance, let me take a sip. Oh, look at my new find. This is what I found today, y'all. This is called Blue Monkey. Blue Monkey, and it's 100% watermelon juice. And it's all organic. And all it is watermelon juice. So I jumped on that. And, you know, I'm always looking for bargains. So what I did is I looked this up online. It's $29 for a 12-pack of this stuff. Well, I went to the discount store and I got a whole case of these for $8.49, and they're delicious. I love them. See, I'm staying healthy, y'all. No sugar. No sugar, Miss Allison. But anyway, I was saying that excuse me, let me catch my breath. I just let y'all see the tail end of my exercise, little routine. That's what I do here next. But it started raining, so I said, let me do some exercise. And anyway, back when Prince and Michael suddenly died, a few months after, you know, that happened, after both of them were gone, I sat there one day and I said, what if the two witnesses, when the two witnesses come back, if all that scenario is true, what if the two witnesses came back as Michael Jackson and Prince? Hold on now. Prince, Moses, because it's supposed to be Moses and Elijah, right? So Prince and Moses, because Moses was supposedly the Hebrew and was floating down the Nile River, and he became a prince who became Moses. So that's where I go with that. And then I'm thinking, I'm still trying to figure out how Michael gets in. I was thinking Michael, the archangel, but I need to do some more research on that. But that just popped into my head about Prince and Michael coming back as the two witnesses. Everybody knows them because Elijah and Moses was to come back. I don't know how Moses looked. I don't know how Elijah looks. But if Michael Jackson and Prince was to come back dressed in sackcloth, if that's real. Now, this is way out the box, y'all. But if they came back, if they would stir up some stuff, don't you think? And the fact that they're two witnesses. They were both Jehovah's Witnesses, two ex-witnesses. So anyway, actually, who got me thinking that way, what reminded me of having that thought. Excuse me. Hold on. I'm talking too loud. Hold on. Who got me thinking along the lines was Jeff, because Jeff was talking about Prince and Michael Jackson just the other day, and I went, wow, it was kind of like synchronicity, because maybe not so much synchronicity, but thinking way outside the box. And what if? What if? Anyway, I just wanted to share that with you. But what that I wanted to talk to you about is this whole. Oh, I forgot to put the video that I watched that prompted this to talk about this. I've been delving deeper and deeper and deeper into this whole Sumerian, Anunnaki, fallen gods, fallen angels, the demons, Greek mythology, and the Native American prophecies with these beings. And this phenomena is all over the world in all different cultures. All different cultures. But none, I can't say none, but I think, okay, I'm thinking outside the box. Actually, it's not outside the box. I think it's in the box. Definitely in the box, because these beings, I think they are Anunnaki or whatever they are, these beings. They're extraterrestrial beings or interterrestrial beings that showed up here, and they're just more intelligent than we were. And when they came down here, and I think we've talked about this before, they came down here, and we started worshiping them. The people from the sky, the gods from the sky. Wow, they got flashlights, and not flashlights, but big spaceships, and they can move big boulders, with some little box they hold or something, So these beings, I think, took advantage of mankind. And they said, oh, they're going to worship us. Let's work this. This should be interesting. But I don't think they're all like that. I think there are some benevolent ones as well as malevolent ones. Again, the same with humans. We have some good people and we have some bad apples too. We have some people who are just prone, or not prone, but it doesn't bother them so much to cheat and lie and take advantage and do undercover shady stuff. It doesn't bother them. It's like, okay, they know it's wrong, but hey, it's okay as long as I get my needs met, or I don't know what you call that. But there's other people that would never do that, And I'm understanding that there are malevolent ones and there are benevolent ones that want to help us. Brings me to the whole Inky and Lil story again. And some more information came today that I'm have to really take a look at, because as above, so below. And what is evil looks bad, and what's evil looks good, and what's good looks bad. And it's bringing to mind again this whole Inky and Lil thing. the two battling brothers. And this is also outside the box, and I've mentioned this before again, but I want to say it again. I think there is something to Big T, and what's coming to me is still Obama. That keeps coming to me as perhaps these are these dueling brothers somehow. As far as the substitute or the puppet that's in there now, I don't even know if that's real. Did y'all see that clip I just showed where it showed that his collar was open and he had his neck was white. It looked like him, Biden, but there was like a brown shadow. And I started thinking about it. I said, you know, that brown shadow is the same color as Obama. Ooh, what if? Again, this is out of the box, guys. Y'all remember that movie Face Off with John Travolta? Was it John Travolta? Yeah, it was John Travolta. And he had to infiltrate the prison and get in there to get all this information or whatever, a super top secret. He had a face transplant. That's right. It was John Travolta and Nicolas Cage. And they pulled his face off and put the other face on. I'm just saying. I don't know. But, you know, and I'm not drinking nothing bad. I just think, you know, about, because as you watch this stuff unfold, I'm like, what? Everything is crazy. 2 years ago, if anybody would have thought that any of this stuff was happening today, you would have said you were crazy. Absolutely. So anyway, back to Enki and Enlil, that whole battle. According to the Sumerian text, Enki, Lord Anu, who's supposed to be Source, the creator of all, and I got some issues with that right now because, yeah, that's another video. But let's start with this part. Source, supposedly, his sons, Lord Enki and Lord Enlil. Lord Enlil is full-blooded Anunnaki. So he is pure blood Anunnaki. Lord Enki is a hybrid. Daddy had a concubine or something. Anyway, he had another mother. So they're half brothers. Enlil is the superior officer or commander or whatever, and Enlil is second in command here. Lord Enlil is supposed to be the Lord of the air, and Lord Enki is the Lord or the Most High over all the earth. He's supposed to handle all this stuff. Lord Enki also was the scientist. He was a geneticist. Is that how you say it? Yeah. And then Lord Enlil was military, firm, rules, structure, all of that. That's Enlil. I'm going to stop talking so loud. Anyway, according to the Sumerian story, they came to Earth looking for gold. They needed gold because their planet Nibiru, something was wrong with their atmosphere, and the only way they could repair, I guess their ozone layer was messed up or whatever, they needed gold, and they would pulverize the gold and make like a powder, a fine powder, to cover their atmosphere or to plug up the holes. And if you've noticed in the Bible too, There's a scripture, it's in Genesis. There's a scripture in Genesis. Why was it that brings out the point where evidently, now that I look at it now, they came down and they were observing the land. And the gold was good. You guys remember what that scripture is? I apologize for y'all. And no, it's not the corona. I'm talking too loud. But anyway, the report, they reporting back evidently to Anu, the gold was good. I had always wondered why was it important for God to know that the gold was good? Yeah. It's kind of like all this information that I've been gleaning and in this rabbit hole and that rabbit hole and doing this and everywhere. Everything's kind of trickling down now and falling into place. It's amazing. It's amazing. Now, I'm not saying that we're supposed to worship these beings. Let me get back to the story. Anyway, they wanted to mine the gold, but they got tired of mining the gold. They said, man, hey, yo, Inky, can you make some kind of, see the little monkeys, those chimpanzees or gorillas or whatever was over there. And that's another story. Actually, I'm going to put that in the video in the description, so you guys can listen to that, and it'll sort of make sense what I'm trying to slaughter here. But according to the video that I want you guys to watch, it is so deep, guys. But all the answers is in Genesis. In Genesis, the first 3 chapters tells everything, that there's a big problem. And that's what caused me to go back and check. But anyway, let me just fast forward. Inky is commissioned as the geneticist to create these things that were already there, homo, whatever the ape is, to genetically modify them some type of way so they would listen, they could pay attention, they could follow simple directions, because back then they were just like monkeys, they were just dumb. I mean, yeah, they were still animals that didn't. And it's not to say that some monkeys, but I think they're the closest thing to us. And I didn't used to believe in evolution, but yeah, I'm having to rethink that whole thing over again too. But anyway, so Lord Inky kept tampering with these apes. I'll just say apes, and he was able to get some of them to do better, and he finally found some that they would work and they could follow simple directions. They were doing really well, but they were sterile, and that's what, according to the Sumerian text, that's what Enlil wanted. They were just beasts of burden, just to mine our gold, tend our fields, grow our tomatoes, and whatever. So he was content with the way things were already. But Lord Inky is the geneticist, and he wants to see if he can make it better. So somehow he introduced his DNA into, I guess, one of the best specimens he had, and this one actually produced a child, according to the story. So technically, that makes Lord Inky our father, who created us. He was our test tube sperm donor, if that's what you want to call it. And then when Enlil discovered what Inky had done, he was pissed off. you do that? He says, now these things are like us. And that's why when you look at the scriptures, you see this battle going on. God loves us, but he hates us, and this one is, that's the conflict, because it's dueling brothers. And this story is not only in the Sumerian text, but it carries on it all throughout different cultures. It's about these dueling brothers. It's I think it could be considered allegory. Do I think the Anunnaki and all these alien beings are real? Yeah, I do. I do. But I think these books were written in a way to keep us away from this crazy ass truth. We were told all our lives Greek mythology was nonsense and it was just make believe and So everything again upside down. And I guess, in the scriptures where it says even the very elect would be confused or could be misled or deceived or whatever. This is a lot of stuff to sort out. Then the talk I had about, I need to stay on task, stay focused. I digress. Stay on task. I'm working so hard because it's so many things firing off, but I've honed it down to a couple of different things, and that's where my focus is right now. But if these beings do arrive, and I feel there is going to be some type of, either it's going to be a fake alien invasion or these gods are actually returning, because something is going on in the solar system. Something is going on. And I don't think mankind could cause all the disturbances that's happening on the sun and all that. Something divine is happening, for sure. So the timing, if these beings do come, what I know now, I'm not bowing down to nobody. And I don't care if the person comes back and say, I am Jesus Christ in the flesh. I am Yeshua in the flesh. I am not going to bow down. Not at all. Because I understand that I am a sovereign, free spirit being. I'm not saying that to be, boastful or anything. I just know who I am now. If anything, do I have any animosity toward Inky and Enlil? No, I don't. They did what they did. They had free choice. They did what they did. And in sort of a weird, kind of odd way, I have a bit of a little bit of affection. And I know that sounds crazy, but I have a little bit of affection for the Anunnaki, period. Because if we are hybrids of them, that's our people. That's our people. The same way my Uncle Melvin and a couple of other uncles that were unsavory characters that we didn't really have a whole lot to do with, but they were still my uncles, and I still had this sort of love, for them. But that kind of love, I see you. I know you're my people, but nah. Yeah, kind of like that. But then again, the tail end, I was listening to another video about Lord Inky being the trickster. And I say that because the whole thing with the whole Inky, Enlil, Big T, and Obama battling. What is evil, what is truly evil looks good, and what looks bad is really good. And most people that I talk to about, what do you feel about Big T? Oh, that man crazy. We can't stand him. He needs to fall off the earth, and he needs to have a 10 million chicks and chiggers invade his pubic hair. They hate him. They hate him. But then the other one, oh, everything is wonderful, very charismatic, and just fabulous, Everybody loves him. He was kind of like the people's president, And I voted for him, too. I sure did. I sure did. First time. Second time, I went, something's up here. Something's up here. Yeah. But anyway, the question was, after all of that stuff I said, basically, if these beings do come down or arrive at some point, and my gut screaming, they're coming. They're coming. They're going to make their appearance soon. I don't want to say like next week. I don't know, but in my lifetime, for sure, we're gonna see some stuff. But again, when they come, I'm not worshiping nobody. Period. Nope. Nope. And there's more stuff. Man, guys, there's so much stuff. This information is just coming in. I want to talk to you, and not now, but did you guys know that Cleopatra had a sister? I didn't even think about any of the children or anything of the story with that. But Cleopatra had a sister and also an 11-year-old brother who was Ptolemy, number 13. And it was Cleopatra, and then her sister Artemis. I can't pronounce her name. But anyway, when the king died, he left the 11-year-old in succession, the next in line, but Cleopatra. Anyway, that's another video. But the 16-year-old Cleopatra was 18, and the younger sister was 16. Cleopatra, the older one, is considered the white Cleopatra, and the 16-year-old is considered the black Cleopatra. I had never heard of this, guys, but this younger Cleopatra is said to be Mary Magdalene. Fascinating. I'll see if I can find that too. There's another rabbit hole I'm going to. Anyway, I'm just kind of bubbling here. Let me pop in here and say hi to y'all. I hope y'all can hear me because I've been talking to myself all day long. And and I don't know if Philip and Natalie are in here in the chat right now, but I took the time and actually read all of regarding the whole Jesus and the wine thing, whether he drank the wine or it was shoved in his mouth and all of that. And I actually went and printed out all of the information that both of them so scholarly went in, and it's well thought out, and they were trying to bring not bring home, but prove their point or whatever. I want to do a whole video on just this because they put so much information in it, and it's important. It's important. So I want to share that at another time. So anyway, let me get over here and say hi to y'all. Hold on. Let me take another sip of this one. And I know a lot of people send me messages saying, you need to stop doing all that stuff. You sound like you're crazy. You're doing this and whatever. I don't care. No more. This is the Monica Show channel, whatever I want to do. journey. This is exactly what it's been. It's a journey. A lot of people say you're not a teacher and you're a false prophet and you're sending people to this way and that way. This is my journey, and I just felt compelled to share my journey, however it takes me. I take my seeking the truth with the utmost importance, but I like to have fun. And I guess I think being stifled so long in the whole Jehovah's Witness faith, we were just like this all the time. Oh, Jehovah, all the time. And now at 63 years old, baby, I am going to do what I want to do, however I want to do it, as long as I'm not hurting nobody. This is my time, baby. My time. Hang on. Uh-oh. What we got here? We got KKZ, Kazi. Candy, hi Candy. Clarence, hey, you doing? How you doing, guys? Chloe. Oh, thank you. Welcome to live, everyone. Don't forget to like. Oh, thank you, Chloe. Thank you. If you're okay, Chloe, I'd like to ask you to become a moderator as well. I could use your help sometime. Let's see. Awoken man. Hey, how you doing? How you doing? Yes, Candy. I just looked at your message that you sent today, and I haven't looked at it yet, but I will. And I'll let you know. Zena Williams. Hello, Zena. Nicole Goddess. Hey, darling. Mellotron. Michael is the archangel. Yes. So I wonder if really, wouldn't that be something? Wouldn't that be something? Oh, evidently Zena saying some stuff. You know, Candy, if she wants to, if she has a different opinion, it's okay. She can say what she wants to say. Now, if she's telling me I look like a big pumpkin head, I need to go and then maybe you could put her in timeout for that. But if she wants to get her point across, let her get her point across. I want to hear what she has to say. Yeah. There's a lot of comments in here today. Love the topic. Will you bow down to extraterrestrials? I most certainly shall. You will? Are you going to bow down to them, Chloe? Baby. Again, it's free will. It's free will. I think that we have been trapped here. This is my opinion. If we bow down to these extraterrestrials and all they are just fellow beings from a different planet, a different timeline, they know more than us, they're evolved more than us. But we all come from the same place, we're source, and they've taken advantage of us, and it's not okay. So I am not, I understand who I am and what they are too. So I'm not bowing down to you. I say, where my daddy? Where my daddy? Which uncle are you? You cousin what? Cousin Manu? Yeah. But that's me. That's how it is to me now. Let's see. Mellotron says them same spirits come back and incarnate in new physical bodies and redo it all over again. Yes, it's like a simulation. And the thing is, that's what kind of came to me today, Mellotron. It's almost like we're in the Sims game. We're in the Sims game. And all we have to get out of the Sims game is recognize that you're in the game. And your ticket out of the game is right there. It's right there. Once you reach that point, you escape this that we think is real. And this is not real. Uh, Yes, I think maybe thousands of years more advanced than man than us, but not a million years, though, like some people say. Yeah, yeah. But I think there are other beings that are more advanced than the Anunnaki, quite possibly. I don't know. I don't know. Zena says narcissistic is what you call them. Yes, yes. And see, a lot of people will say, because I say that I recognize the fact that I am a facet of source, and if I'm a facet of source, that makes me a goddess, a child of source, or a spark of it, of whatever it is, you know. So I'm not being narcissistic saying I am God. No, like I'm a chicken, or I'm a dog, or I'm a horse, or, you know, I know what I am now. I'm a hybrid. I believe that now, that this story about us being genetically modified, our meat suit that I call it, or our temple, is what houses that spark of divinity, that facet of source. That's what it, we are encased in this hybrid suit, but we are not the suit. Hang on, hang on. I went and picked up my daughter's Argonite. Um, she's decided she's not gonna do that anymore. So I went and got the ones that she had left over, and I'm going to be redoing them into beautiful pieces. Like I'm going to incorporate some of them in the copper bracelets that I do. I'll show you guys later. Anyway, so I'm going to be starting doing that. It's going to be called Sweetwater Light Creation, and each piece will have. I'm going to do my sage and uh, invoke as much positive, high energy in every piece before I send it out. Manifesting, manifesting, absolutely. Okay. Ignorant means to ignore the truth. Narcissistic is just a selfish person that only uses knowledge to get what they want out of people. They do it to manipulate. Absolutely. I love the way you said that, Melatonin. Ignorance. I mean, I know what you mean. Chloe says, what's scary is safe. What's safe is scary. It's all reversed. People must be more scared to love and lift each other up rather than cheat and lie for their own survival. Absolutely. Absolutely. Candy says, why is there a picture of a wrench after my name in the comments? It means that you are a moderator, Candy. You are a moderator. That means that you can block people, you can put them in timeout. That's what I thought you did. That's probably what you did. Maybe you didn't mean to do that to this young lady. I didn't tell you I was going to make you a moderator. I just did. I want to make sure I get all these comments. I love it when you guys comment. I really do. And I love what for you to get your thoughts out there, because I'm not going to say you crazy at all. You can say whatever you want. Just be nice. Sometimes vegan, yes. Ignorance will be the real. Ignorance will be the real evil. I think so. Yes, you recall that movie, Zena? Yes, ma'am. They can do some amazing things now, and they are doing face transplants now. I think that's just kind of funny, that I would see that, but we saw it was there, so they wanted us to see it. But again, the Kabad, the Cabal, they have to tell us the truth. They have to show us. They have to leave the signs. Absolutely. Chloe says, I haven't seen Face Off, but I did manage to watch Inception recently. And the movie is pretty remarkable when it came to the simulation in the Matrix. Yes, absolutely. The truth in plain sight. Mellotron. No, I have not seen Super 8, but I'm going to put it on my to watch list. The ones, most of the stuff that you guys recommend, I go and check it out because I value what you say. We're learning from each other, y'all. You should call the movie called The Mist. I'll check that one out as well. I'm sorry, Candy. I should have told you. I should have told you that. Sometimes vegan. Where is the video, please? Which one about which one? Inception or which movie, darling? Let's see. Mellotron sounds interesting. I'm gonna check it out, and hopefully it's on Netflix or Redbox. Yes, I'm checking them out too. Vanishing on 7th Street. Okay. It happened to the people in Atlantis. Absolutely. People just disappeared into another world. It happens every 1,000 years. Bingo. Now the people disappeared. But Atlantis, I think is in Antarctica. It's the ice is melting, and they have these big machines or sonograms or where they can see what's under the ground or see what's under the ice, and it's still like a mile deep, but they can make out massive structures and pyramids. Hello. Hello. Yeah. We have been purposefully kept in the dark. But again, just the very fact that the folks are in here right now, there is an awakening. We're questioning it, and they can't turn it off. It's happening. It's happening. We just have to keep vibrating. Keep vibrating. We are waking up. Don't go back to sleep. Don't be lulled back to sleep unless you want to. I don't want to. I gotta. I told you I gotta go get my groove back. Yeah. Okay. Conflict between dueling brothers. For anyone just joined. Okay. Look back in the book of Genesis for the first 2 chapters. Yes, it sure does. Thank you, Chloe. Good new movie, Chloe. Super 8. Yes, I'll check those out. You think they're coming, Walter Brown? And actually, I think they're here. And I think they've always been here, walking amongst us. And I think that once we fully open this third eye, y'all go check that out. That is no joke. No joke. Once our third eye fully opens, we're going to see some stuff. We're going to see some stuff. The folks that may be sitting right next to you that you've worked with forever, you look over and say, what happened to you? Exactly. So they're here, and more are arriving. Absolutely. Nicole says she would not bow down. I'm with you, sister. I'm not bowing down. Nope. And I won't be ugly or disrespectful or anything. I'm just going to stand in my own power. I know who and what I am, baby. I'm not doing that. With all due respect. No. Where my daddy? Where my uncle? Actually, where my gold? Some of these riches is mine. I just want to buy me a tractor and a backhoe and maybe some beautiful black organic soil so I can grow my tomatoes. Yeah. I'm going to make sure I get everybody's coming. Okay. They already here, Walter. They just can't. They can't go against universal law. Yeah, there is a galactic federation, and they are battling right now because a lot want to go ahead and help us to intervene, but others is like that's on them. If they don't want to wake up, that's their ass. I'm not getting involved with that. That's not. We're not supposed to mess with their evolution. We're not going to mess with it. That's against the galactic laws. We do not interfere with their evolution. So the people who have, I guess, awakened now, and I hate to say that, because it seems so unfair to me, but maybe that's what they're talking about. The ones that awaken and realize that they're in the Sims game, they will go and move on, to the higher dimensions, or stay here. But I don't know. I'm not going to get into that one so much. But I think all kinds of different scenarios. Again, seeking the truth, even if it sounds crazy, I'm not leaving no stone unturned. Something that Nazir Ra said today, not to get so caught up in conspiracy theories and all of that and trying to figure this out, because you're just staring at the bars of your jail. You're trying to figure, oh, let me figure this out, let me figure that out, and figure this out, and figure that out. No, I think I've kind of figured it out. The answer is here. And again, Yeshua told us that from the very beginning. The kingdom of God is within you. Everything that you seek is within. Everything is here. You don't need to look nowhere else. It's right here. Let thine eye be single. It's right there. And the things they told you was bad is really good. They're talking about astrology is bad. The devil is the demon. They're going to get you. Oh, they reversed it to keep us blinded. I'm learning. I'm trying to gather my little pennies. There's this course that I'd like to take as beginning astrology, and this instructor, man, I'm going to be doing that. I think that's where my focus is. I'm drawn to crystals and energy and healing. Another thing I did today, I've always thought about this stuff early on, but as a young child and young woman, but it was all pushed back because of fear. But now that those doors are open, I'm allowing what I feel to come out. And I was looking at like palm reading, and again, did you see this? But there's information here. Anyway, that's a whole another video. Again, lots of stuff is coming, guys. But again, my focus is on meditation, going within, focusing, and focusing on getting my pineal gland completely open. And I realized today, because I was pretty kind of frustrated. I'm ready to see this stuff. I'm seeing the numbers 1111, 333, 222, 444, 555. I see the sequencing numbers every single day, and I'm like, I see, and I see certain things. I think what's happening is maybe it's like it's flaking off. Mine is flaking off. Instead of it having that full blown boom there, I think mine is just flaking off, and I'm not really noticing it. So I had to step back and be in gratitude that I am making progress in doing what I can to clear this up. I reckon I understand now. Yeah. And actually, I'm going to try and see if I can get Jeff to discuss this whole, because he talks about, Anunnaki, he doesn't believe it. But Jeff, you said to go way outside the box. I challenge you. I can't go toe to toe with you. I'm not going to even try to go toe to toe with you, Jeff. But I would appreciate deeply if you would really look into this deeply. This whole Anunnaki Sumerian thing, but also the pineal gland being the crucifixion of Christ in your brain as a physical thing, a physical and spiritual thing, or physical, biological, whatever you want to call it, and spiritual thing that happens. And this whole other thing about Jesus dying on the cross either this way or that way, Jehovah's Witnesses is that way, and everybody else is that way. Did that really happen? Did that really happen? Yeah. My core says that maybe it did in a different dimension, because we live in infinite realities. Maybe if that in one reality that did happen, and if that did happen to Yeshua, Jesus, that breaks my heart that actually happened. And I was thinking about that today. Why would Source allow that to occur? It didn't make any sense to me, other than just hearing about if something like that did occur to Yeshua or Jesus Christ. Something like that should never, ever happen again. So maybe these are lessons for us as the collective. That's bad. Don't do that again. Possibly, I don't know. I'm just trying to make sense of the whole source and contrast, and we're all just experiencing humanity in every facet. As a tool, we're learning as a collective. I don't know. Or Source was just bored and decided to do something. So Jeff, I don't know if you probably don't have time to watch my videos, but I know that Tracy and Cynthia peeks sometimes. Y'all put a little bug in his ear. Ask him to check that out for me, please. The last time I called the show and was trying to tell him about something, he hung up on me, and he didn't know it was me. I know he didn't until after the fact. And when I called Jeff, I ain't gonna say, "How you doing, Jeff?" That's what it did last time. I think that makes you mad. I want to make sure I get everybody. I'm Stargate YouTube. Okay, yes. I love Stargate Candy. Oh, I missed one. Mellotron. I missed one. Even family members want to help us, but they can't do it because it defeats the purpose of becoming here. Absolutely. Absolutely. I think so too, Mellotron. Chloe, you most definitely a starseed. I think everybody that's in here is probably a starseed. We're all starseeds. We're here to do whatever we're going to do. And in time, we'll know According to once we open this fully, we will automatically know what we're supposed to do. Man, I can't wait. I can't wait. Meltron says Monica Starseed. She brings Starseed all to the channel. Yeah, we clump together. Clumping. Yeah. Chloe says Big T is crazy to me. I'm sorry, but he is. He sounds crazy, but darling, something is up. Something is up there. Something is up there. And again, right now, if my life depended on it, and if I knew that wasn't already a sovereign free spirit being, and if my life depended on it, to vote for Big T or the other one, Big T. Because I don't know what that is. Everything in my core screams, no, 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 no. No. At least you can see what you got with a Big T. And that creepy Joe. Sacagawea, hi, darling. Yeah, they're coming back soon. I think they're here, darling. They are here. And again, this person that claims that he is Anunnaki contacted me and told me they are here. The mothership is on her way. And now, scientists, the people who watch the NASA and all that, there's some disturbance. Something big is coming that's disturbing the rest of everything. Something so big that's pushing or moving things out of the way. It's kind of like when you're in the bathtub and you're all relaxed, and then somebody comes trying to get in the bathtub with you, and all the water falls out. That's what's happening. Something big is coming in, huge. It's coming in. People say it's some kind of rogue planet. A lot of people say it's Nibiru, planet X, Wormwood. Something is going on. So, I forgot what I was talking about. I want to make sure. Yes, coming back soon. Astrid, hey, sweetie. Celia and Favor. We are all crazy. We're crazy like a fox, girl. I don't know what you're talking about. We are crazy like a fox. You'll see. You'll see. You are wonderful at moderating, Chloe. You're doing a wonderful job already. No complaints, my love. Meltron. Monica, what if he says he's your dad and then tell you everything and shows you that he's your dad? Then what would you do? I'll say, okay, daddy. I would. I'll say, okay, daddy. I'm still not going to bow to him or nothing. I'm like, you got to put us through some stuff. But let's start fresh. I'll let you be my daddy now, okay? You want to do it right this time? If you don't, you're going to have to kick rocks. That's all. The same way I would do with, with my earthly father. Yeah, I'll still love you, but yeah, I'm keeping you at arm's length, dude. Don't call me when you need to insure. No, I would still take care of him. I would, because that's who we are. Because we are love. Oh, that's another thing I want to say. Akia, because of my last video, I said you need to forgive and forgive and forgive and forgive and forgive and forgive and exercise love. And yes, you need to just try and stay in that loving, patient, long suffering. You want to stay in that mode as much as you can. But there's a video I'm going to share with you. She gives an example of 3 cats. We have Moon, one cat, Moon, and we have another cat. Let me just tell you about Moon. Moon is just the sweetest little cat, and she can sit there, and she's so kind, so loving. She's sweet, and people come and stomp her in the head and take her stuff, and she's like, "Yeah, help me!" That's the moon, and she won't do nothing. She's sweet as she could be, but yeah, we don't want to be moon. And then we have Callie. Callie. Callie is like, bitch, please. I'll knock you to the moon. She's angry. She's pissed off with everything. Short temper. Don't mess with me. We don't want to be like Callie either. And then we have Ari. Ari is confident. Ari don't bother nobody. Ari is helpful. Ari has empathy. He's just a cool cat. But when you mess with Ari, he gonna whoop your ass. That's what we need to do. So thank you, Akia, Ms. Woody here, for pointing that out to me. And that's how I felt. I want to push the love vibration, but we have the perfect right of defending ourselves. That's the way I feel. Let's see. Let me get in here. Oh, I'm over time again, y'all. So I'm just going to skip through real quick, okay? Okay. Allison, hi, sweetheart. I found my watermelon juice, 100% watermelon juice, all organic, no sugar. Emma, May. Some say humankind has been fooled into repeatedly reincarnating here on this slave planet. Exactly. So if any of us happen to have an accident or something happens to us where we lose our meat suit, do not consent to come back here. Do not consent. Stand in your own power. Know who and what you are. Okay? I'm teaching that to my grandson. Yeah. Until we figure this thing completely out. MMA, by knowing that we are a source and have the right to return to source, we will no longer be tricked into life after life of servitude. Thank you, Miss Emma. Absolutely. I concur. Absolutely. Cecilia, thank you. Arsenio with Cleopatra's half sister. Yes, that's the black Cleopatra. Fascinating. Actually, when I get off of here, I'm going to find all of those and I'm going to put them in this video. So if you guys are interested, you can go and take a look at it. It is fascinating, guys. And it all ties in to the whole Anunnaki thing, too. The whole Sumerian thing, it's all tying back together. There's a reason why I keep being directed back to this whole Anunnaki Sumerian connect stuff. Let's see. Walter says we all come from the stars. Absolutely. We are stars. We are stardust. We are made of the stars. We are source. Yeah. Sometimes vegan. The story of Inky and then you mentioned a video. Okay. I'll post it there. I don't have the name of it right in front of me, but I will post it in the description. Sometimes vegan. Yes, ma'am. Most deaf in Antarctica. Absolutely. Emma says, I see in many teachings Jesus opposing meanings. Our heart will determine which meaning we are able to receive. Yeah, and maybe that's the whole free choice thing. If you're more inclined to that contrast, that other contrast, the dark contrast side or the light contrast side, maybe that's the choice that we have to make. I want light. Yeah. Don't forget. Oh, thank you, Chloe. Awesome. Thank you, Chloe. Expect this, hey, darling. Midnight run. Run, not the bounty hunter movie, but the boy from another dimension. Okay, I'll check that one out too. Emma says one interpretation of Christ's teaching will lead us to ascension, and the other keeps us in servitude. Bingo. And Jeff's channel is amazing at that. If anybody is stuck in this, I call it indoctrinated in Christianity, Jeff blows the roof off of a lot of things that were. He goes scripture to scripture and he breaks it down and just shows you how we've been misled. It's amazing. He calls himself the Christian whistleblower. Yeah, check him out. Now he's abrasive. He yeah. A lot of people don't like him because he comes across, very arrogant and pompous or whatever. I think that's just Jeff's way. But again, listen to the message. If you want to wake up and really fast forward to get over this, if you're still stuck with some of this religious, biblical indoctrination, he breaks it down to where you're able to break out of that. Because at first, when I first started watching him, I was still like, oh Lord, what if? And now after breaking it down, no, I got it. He's very helpful with that. So y'all check out Miss Jeff. Okay. Got that. Emma says, for instance, the parable of the 10 virgins is usually interpreted to mean we must be prepared or we will be left out. This often is the case in today's world. And you know that I'm thinking when you said that, Emma, the oil, having oil in the lamp when Christ returned to the whole thing, that pineal gland, okay, woo, the whole thing about milk and honey. Enlil is, or God's going to take you to the promised land. In your brain, your pituitary gland secretes a milky substance that looks like milk in your brain. And your pineal gland produces a oil, an amber or honey colored oil loaded with melatonin and melanin. That's a physical thing that's happening in our brain right now. And it is said that at some point we have evolved because at one point we actually had a physical eye right here. And when they dissect your pineal gland that's in the center of your brain, it has the same fluid, your optic fluid in your eyes. It's the same fluid. It operates the same way. But something happened to where we were modified to close it, to keep us dumb. That's our prison. That's what I think. This is our prison. And once we open that eye, that's the freedom from what we perceive as real. Man, this sounds crazy as hell. But the truth is stranger than fiction, y'all. Let's see. Okay. Queen Mercy, hi, darling. My son woke up and pointed to my third eye and his. He did it 3 times. Thank you. It's awesome. I just got goose pimples. Absolutely. And I used to think the third eye was all of the demons. Oh, Jehovah, all the demons are going to jump out your eye. Ignorance. No fear. No fear. What's behind the curtain, y'all? What's behind the curtain? Pull the curtain back. Like in the Wizard of Oz, they thought the Great Oz, oh, the Great Oz. Toto took the dog. Look at this fool. Yeah. The truth in plain sight. Wakey, wakey. Emma says, but Jesus said that the five foolish virgins' mistake was leaving the road, not a failure to prepare. That's a good question. I don't know. Where's Natalie? Philip, where are you? And whoever else are the scholarly ones? I don't know, baby. I'm gonna have to research, but I will. Goodness, I'm gonna have to get off of here because it's. Do I have to get off? Okay, Chloe says, be prepared to hear from a cousin you've never met before, and don't forget to ask for your gold. We're not fallen apples from a tree. We're alchemists, and in making focused meditation. Yes, ma'am. And it says, because the light we need doesn't come from a lamp or oil, it is within us. Exactly. Exactly. Um, when we learn to ignite this light, we are ready to be ushered into the kingdom of God. We're ready to graduate. Yeah, and it's right here. It's right here. Allison, I'm going to be doing this, and I said I was going to do that before, but I found some really good meditations for opening the pineal gland. Um, and for a while, I'm just going to practice maybe with you guys. But that's a private thing. You want to be able to. Oh, my battery's going down. Hang on. Um, it's a private thing, but I want to do a couple with you guys. So just to kind of support each other, part of the journey. But we need to. All of us need to be meditating as much as possible. As much as possible. Yeah. Y'all just keep putting these messages. I can't answer all of these now. Let me just skim through. But please put them down because I will go back and read them later. So if you need to ask me something or want to make a comment, put it there. If I don't get to it now, I will read them because I read every comment that comes through. I may not answer all. I get tired sometimes, but I try to. I definitely try to. Okay, I'll just start here. Let's see, Allison says, I'm looking for Project Blue Beam any day now. I won't worship it. Yes, I agree. And I think they're going to be doing a whole, we'll see. Jerry, get another cult teacher, Monica. Are you talking about Jeff? Or are you talking about me? Because I'm not a cult teacher. I'm not a teacher. This is just my journey. I'm not trying to teach anybody nothing. This is what I'm learning, and I'm gleaning from. I'm seeking the truth, nothing else but the truth. And if the truth is, we we were created by the elephant man, and we gonna have pogo stick legs. So be it. If that's the truth, I accept it. But I want the truth. I'm not accepting this truth that I've been told my entire life. It does not sit right in my core. It never sit right in my core, and there was a reason for that. So if you're talking about me, I'm not a teacher, and if you're talking about Jeff, I've learned a lot from Jeff. I don't think that he's not calling himself any kind of prophet or anything like that. He's trying to help people to break out of this fear, guilt, blood, magic, religious crap. Yeah, and I appreciate that. Um, by knowing that we are a source and we have the right to. Oh, I already read that one, and I concur with that one too. Yeah, I went too far again. Yeah, I'm curious to know what Jeff's take is on this as well. Yeah. Hello, CJ. You should start a podcast. I would listen. Look, what is a what is a podcast? What is a podcast? Oh, that's when you have people. You put you in one little box and you put another person in the box. That's a podcast. See, if I knew how to do that, I would do a podcast because I would have Natalie on there. I'd have Philip uh, Kemp on there, Impact Lady on there, Janie, my starseed sister. Actually, she's getting ready to start doing her video. We're going to start videoing with regarding astral travel and dreaming. She's a Lakota shaman. So yeah, if somebody could help me how to do that, I would love to do a podcast. That would be so much fun. But I don't know how to do that. I'm still going. That's right now. Let me see. Queen Mercy, hello. We will start back teleporting, absolutely. Teleporting, and we won't have to use this no more. We'll be able to talk to each other from telepathically. Yeah, it's going to be exciting. I'm ready. I am not afraid. I am excited. And again, if we start seeing crazy stuff, in the sky, and everybody's like, "Oh Lord, the word that the sky stand in our power," and we're gonna be scared too, probably, because it's gonna be. Well, I don't know what to expect, but just be cognizant that we're gonna see something, and try not to be afraid, and just remind yourself who you are, who and what you are. Emma says, my own father once said to me, why does the creator of the entire universe need worship from us? Bingo, I thought about that exactly today. Never forgotten that. Only the insecure need to be worshipped. And that's it. And again, back in Genesis, why was either, I think it's in Leo, do not serve any other gods except me. Destroy all their idols. Don't you bow down to nothing else except me. Number one, why are you so concerned? If you created everything, you're the grand creator, why are you so stressed out about one of your creations that's doing something that you don't want them to do? So maybe they're retarded, maybe they challenged or something. And if they're challenged, wait a minute, you created man in your image, so you kind of touched too. Something's wrong with the whole story is what I'm trying to say. Yeah, very insecure. And God, why should he be concerned about anything? That's a human trait. Or something that's not godlike to worry about the weak. Don't you serve nobody, I don't be mad at you. No, that's silly. When you really look at it, it's silly. Okay, Emma, Mellotron says, that's because the Bible killed more people than the. Yep, yep, yep. I believe deeply that God is love, and that love is all he wants from us. That's the message Christ was. Absolutely. Absolutely. Satan killed only killed 10 people in the Bible, but God killed 2 million. Um, Nothing but love and light, absolutely. Never got excused because it didn't. They didn't obey him. Who's the real killer here? Delaney, hey girl. And Delaney, I didn't ignore you when you said you enjoyed my dance today, but I don't like to distract in Jeff's chat. So yeah, I don't like to do that. But that's the reason why I did a little hey. I did that special for Delaney. Delaney and who is it? Demetrius and there's a couple other ones keep asking me to go shake my old behind. But I have fun shaking my behind. I'm staying active as I can, baby. Yeah. Let's see. The movie They Live is good. Yes, I watched that one as well. Yep, absolutely. Yeah, I love Jeff too. He gets on my nerves sometimes. But, yeah, Jeff is a good guy. Chloe says God is about to hit innocent babies of what they because of what they mothers and fathers probably did or whatever. Yeah. You have a birthmark on your forehead. It's on your third eye. Yeah, this video that I was watching, they said that the next time you kiss your children or your mate or your partner, kiss them right, very softly, in the right where the third eye might be, and it's supposed to activate. It releases something. I have to kid back. I'm just learning about this. But what could it hurt? Just go and kiss them gently right there, and or have someone kiss you on the forehead and experience if you feel uh, something with that. We got 33 in the room. I've been seeing that number a lot lately. I'm gonna read I'm gonna try to. I keep saying I'm not going to, but I want to read the comments here. Okay. Before cuz Christianity is founded on Greek philosophy. The Greeks got their interpretation from ancient Kemetic spiritual teachings, which is based off of African spirituality. Yes, spot on, spot on, spot on. Now, if I punish people for what their mother and father did, people will call me evil. But if God of the Bible do it, He's a great God, and He did it out of love. Yeah, absolutely. Yeah, I don't care what I did. I could have wrecked the car, tore up everything in the house. My parents would be mad at me. I'd say probably whoop my tail, but they wouldn't kill me, and they wouldn't make me pay for it for the rest of my life and cause my children to suffer for the rest of their lives. That don't make no sense. Really, really. Hilda, hi, sweetie. Gina Marie Colvin Hill shows videos of arriving ships. I believe it, and I saw orbs myself. I don't know what if orbs are ships or maybe they're like little spy cams or something like that. Maybe I call them alien drones. Who we got here? Albert Dirk. Hello, what's up? Good to see you, Albert. Uh, Reincarnated Sun. I saw those two videos and they broke it exactly how I was feeling since I was 5 years old. Awesome, awesome. Synchronicity. Hilda, the ancestors will guide me. Yes, and I believe that now, totally. And actually, I'll sit here sometimes and I'll call out to them, and I tell them this is what I was telling my friend today. I said, what I tell them, I said, I know that you're here. I know that you're here, And I'm giving you permission to make yourself known. If it's an ancestor, that's great. But if it's an ET or somebody that might look like a frog with a yeah, I'll tell them, would you reincarnate? You show yourself first as a human, and then let me know that you're fixing to morph. Oh, it's my yeah. But I would be afraid. I don't think I would be afraid if they did it that way. Don't just come on. Just don't give me the whole thing at the first time. I'm like, oh, just come in and you know, you don't have to be real good. That you're not gonna scare me, and then tell me I'm fixing to morph, okay? And then kind of like they did on what was that, Ghostbusters? Again, the truth in plain sight. Um, but it's we can be serious. I'm serious though. I am serious about this whole awakening thing. Has been amazing, and I thank you guys for walking alongside me, fly, going and holding. Christian Bond, they will bow to the they will bow to the melanated one. The sun is transforming, mutating as we speak. Make sure the sun gaze, yes, and absorb as much sun as you can. And I agree with you to some degree, Christian, that I think these melanated beings are coming. I think some of them are already here, but I think quite a few of them are coming, and I keep getting that same recurring dream of this big triangular looking. It kind of looks like the Anunnaki wings, is what I'm seeing. This ship that comes, massive ship, and these tall, beautiful black beings come out of it come out of here, out of there. But I'm not bowing down to it. But other people are screaming and crying, and they're scared, and some people are bowing to them. But I don't feel inclined to bow to them. I see them as my people. And I can't explain that other than the way I just said it. I'm not afraid of them at all. It was raining. And do sun gaze. Absolutely. I do that whenever the sun is out. I'll go out there and I'll sage, bring my crystals out there to recharge, and just lay there in the sun. I'll expose all the large bones, your shin bones, your backbone, um, and sun gaze. Try and get as much sun as your eyes as you can until you can't take it anymore. You close your eyes and rest, and then you try it again. Because I understand that's how you receive information. Deb, I'm really scared and alone. I think they're going to use me and don't and do really bad things. They do and do really bad things to people. I won't let this happen. I'm not bad. And you're not bad. You're not bad at all, Deb. And darling, my best the whenever and sometimes I have these moments where I get a little bit afraid, and I have to remind myself who and what I am. I remember that I have that spark of divinity in me. They can't take that away from you. We already have eternal life. We will never die. The dead that's inside of you will never die. This is our avatar. And yes, we have to honor our avatar, our meat suit, our temple. Take care of it the best that we can because it's housing us here in this dimension. But we are not the avatar. We already have eternal life. And if they do harm us, what can they harm? They can harm this. This could is going to go away anyway when we die, when we expire from this dimension. We're going to lose it anyway in this dimension. But the beauty for me now is I know they can't touch me. They can't touch. They can't touch spark of divinity in you. So in that sense, you have nothing to fear. There's nothing to be afraid of. And what? Okay, you gonna mangle my meat suit. Okay, you can't touch this. Da 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 da. Can't touch this. Okay, I've been on here 90 minutes. That's crazy. People can make soul contracts. Yes, they can. Yes, they can. And yeah, absolutely, Albert. Milton. Milton. I must have missed something. I think I did miss something. Oh, there's this. I did. The Bible. Sugar-free watermelon juice. Yes, Allison, I did. Oh, thank you, Mellotron. The first human was created. The first human created was a melanated woman. Absolutely. Absolutely, I believe that too. Hi, Denise. All came from that original woman that has been the reason for all the bullshit. Absolutely. Hold on. All came from that original woman that has been the reason for all the bull. I don't know what you mean by that, Hilda. Are you saying that the woman is the cause of mankind's fall or anything like that? I don't know if that's what you mean. Everything is made from the black hole. Hi, Hilda again. Womb man. Louis Gaffar. Keep your vibration. Yes. I'm going to say this again. Albert, can people change soul contracts and reincarnate in different human sexes? I think they can. I think they can. My friend Lily, the empath lady, was talking about that. They're called walk-ins. Sometimes someone can be so stressed out and they're just ready to I'm ready to kill myself. I don't want to do this no more. A spirit may come in and take over. And either they may get better or they may take them on down. It depends on what entity comes in to them. Yeah, there's something to that. Absolutely. There's going to be a lot of stuff, guys, coming up that's going to blow your mind. All the atoms is made from the fractal design that's on the wall. That's on your wall, and that's on your earring. Yes, absolutely. Let's see what's needed to make the break in soul contracts. I am brainwashed because Christianity. Absolutely. And actually, Jeff has a couple of videos exactly what you were talking about, Christianity. Absolutely. Um, we we can only come here to elevate to higher levels, so our soul can be more powerful. Yes, it's time to step into our power for sure. They are on the way with Big Mama coming home to rectify her people. Okay. God loves. God loves. The God of love. Power is what you do. Your power makes you evil. Yes. Oh my goodness. It's getting ready to pour down. I'm going to get out of here right now. I keep saying that. 94 minutes. I got to go. Guys. I got to go. But anyway, thank you guys for joining me. If anybody, any kind of creature comes from under the ground, up the sky, and wants you to worship them, the first thing I want you to say, if you are Almighty God, why'd you come here on a spaceship? I'm not, no, no, No. Anyway, keep your head on a swivel. No fear. Be Ari, the cat. Take care of yourself. Love people. Show empathy. Do whatever you can to help and be loving, but protect yourself. Keep your vibrations high. I'll talk to you guys later. Bye, my baby. I turn this thing off. I can't see. There it is. Here's up there, the little side. Good night, y'all. It's not going off. I'm supposed to hit this. See, you don't want me to let you guys go. Oh, okay. Let's see. Maybe it's poking here. Hold on. Oh, there we go. Bye, y'all. Don't forget to hit the like on the way out. I'll see y'all guys next.